There are some development projects approved and waiting in the wings for Santa Fe County. One of them is the long-talked-about creation of a movie studio along New Mexico 14. KSFR's Dan Garrity has been following that issue. Dan, what have you learned most recently?
Well, Bill, as you remember, last summer we were following the announcement by Lance and Jason Houle as they presented their plans to develop Santa Fe Studios, a 500,000-square-foot film production center to be located in the county along New Mexico 14. They envisioned a collection of sound stages and production facilities. They also presented a collaboration with Santa Fe Community College to offer hands-on training in the film industry to students. The deal required that the county secure a 65-acre parcel to be known as a media district from the state. The county then, in turn, would sell that parcel to the Houle family for $2.3 million. The county would be responsible for supplying the studio with the necessary infrastructure, such as water delivery, roadway access, and broadband communication technology. I caught up today with County Planning and Development Director Jack Kochmeyer for an update. Now, said purchase of the land from the state is a done deal, and he talked about the way forward.
It's the county's intention that we will be selling that to Santa Fe Studios, not renting it to them.
All right. And how has that moved forward since that time? Since the acquisition of the property?
It's moved forward very well. The county's obligations for the sale to the Santa Fe Studios has not yet occurred. That won't happen until certain obligations on the part of the county are met and until the Houles have completed all the funding that they need to move forward with the project. The county's obligations are to provide broadband to that site, which we are working on with a group called PacketFront from Albuquerque. That's moving along extremely well. Our discussions with the Department of Transportation, the county's responsibility is to make sure that the entryway to Santa Fe Studios there can accommodate the traffic issues for the studio, and also the county's obligation is to make sure that there's energy at that site. We're working with PNM and also looking into some alternative energy options. So everything is going extremely well.
7 months ago, we were in a very much different economic climate. Have there been any ramifications from the souring economy in terms of this development?
Not necessarily from our perspective. I mean, we've been working on this project way before the Houles came in. The county's been at this for starting 6 years ago. In our efforts in the community college district and to create the media district, because we believe that filmmaking is one of the most critical aspects of the economy of Santa Fe County that we can be pursuing. We felt that 6 years ago, and we feel that even more strongly now. You read things like there are going to be fewer pictures made by the big studios in Hollywood, for example, but there was a recent study that came out also showing how the incredible positive effects of the filmmaking industry throughout the state have been. It's our assumption at a time when, for example, things like like the construction industries are being impacted, the furtherance of the film industry allows opportunities for some of those people in the other industries that are being affected to actually be employed in the film industry. Hollywood may be of the opinion that fewer films are being made there, but we're also not looking only just at major productions, but also supporting independent films and the local film industry as well. We think this is exactly the thing to be doing at this point in the economy.
In this legislative session, we have some lawmakers, they're coming in swinging at the film incentive program, saying it's a losing proposition. For every dollar spent, we only recoup 15 cents. Now, the governor's office has refuted a lot of those facts with a study by Ernst & Young. But does anyone tap you and say, Jack, come on in and talk to our committee and give us your advocate position?
No, they haven't, but I think that, regardless of what people think or what they say, the response would be there's also information that there's less oil and gas revenue apparently coming into the state. So the question becomes is if one doesn't feel that the film industry is a successful type of economic development initiative for Santa Fe County, then what would you propose? When you look at it from that perspective of simply ask back the question in this time of so many economic problems, what are the alternatives? What are people proposing? And I don't hear too many answers to that question. So from our perspective, we keep pushing on the ideas is because we have so many people already involved here in the film industry in Santa Fe County, not directly involved, but also indirectly involved. We're talking about people with equestrian skills, construction skills. These are the kinds of people who are being affected by the economy now. Let us know another way that you think we might be able to support these people in the economy. We'd be happy to look at that. But to this point, we're still looking at the film industry as one of the stronger suits that we can play.
Santa Fe County Planning Director Jack Kolkmeyer speaking with KSFR's Dan Garrity.